Hello everybody and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra and today we're going to do kind of a fun, hopefully very informative pick a pile card reading with charms. This is the last time I'm going to be using the sand beach setup for a while, and I thought it might be fun to actually do some excavating through the sand basically. So this particular reading is going to be hidden messages that the universe would like for you to uncover, okay? And what we have here is 3 different pails. We have the blue, the red, and the green. And each pail has a group of sand with some random picked charms in there, and then we're going to go through and sift through and find out what particular messages are coming through with the charms in each pail. And then we also have tarot cards and fortune telling cards with each particular pile as well. We will also do our oracle spheres later on in the reading, so you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question. Okay, so this is pile 1 with the blue pail, this is pile 2 with the red pail, and pile 3 with the green pail. So basically you focus on whichever pile draws you in the most, whichever one your intuition says, hey, that's the one I need to watch. You can watch more than one pile. There could be messages in more than one for you, and if you feel the need to do that, or you're having a lot of trouble deciding between the piles, sometimes I find it's because there's messages in more than one. Every once in a while it's because a particular reading isn't for me, but usually it's because more than one pile has messages, especially if I'm drawn to like 2. I'm like, oh, I don't know which one to decide. So if that happens, go ahead and watch both. That's cool. That's great. These messages can be about anything that the universe wants to get out. It could be about anything that happens to come up. We'll just see what pops up. I find when we let the universe kind of go, it's really fascinating sometimes what they come up with and what they want us to know and hear and all that. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen during this reading. I would love to offer you all to join the channel if you haven't already done so. All you need to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified of videos whenever we put them out. It is free to join, so hey, you know, if you feel like you like this reading and would like to see more, we would love to see you join us. For those of you who have already joined, thank you for being part of the community and thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to share the channel with your friends and family. Put it on all your different social medias, like a link to the channel, so that they can check us out as well. That's greatly appreciated. And if you can hit thumbs up and comment in the comment section, all of those things help YouTube decide to share our video with people, and it's helping the channel grow. We're growing little bits at a time, and I'm very excited every time I see new subscribers and more views. So you know, thank you very much for all that you guys have done for us. All right, we're going to give you some time to reflect on the pile so you can decide which one to go to, and then we will see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Oh, I'm so excited to see what messages we get out of this. Remember, these are hidden messages that the universe would like you to reveal. We do have our tarot cards and whatnot that we're going to look at here a little later. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sift through our charms, kind of like an archaeologist does. And we're going to find what messages are in those at first. All right. Wow. Okay, the first thing that shows up just right off the top of the bat here is the 5, which 5s denote change. They sometimes denote conflict and whatnot, but a lot of times I just see big changes happening when 5s show up. So we'll see what else we've got going here, and we'll see how these messages come through. Okay, we got the Cancer symbol here. And the Taurus symbol. Okay. We've got the drama gloves. I'm curious to see where this is going. We've got the 4 of diamonds. That's intriguing. Okay. We've got the shooting star. Got some stuff kind of starting to come here. Let's see what else we got. We got the good night, good night, good night charm. We got the boat. We got the beautiful. We got the summertime seashell. Wow, we got another astrological charm. Interesting. Usually don't get one too. We've got Scorpio. Well, that's great for hidden stuff. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Lots of water symbolism going on here. Let's see what else we got going. Oof. I thought this might take a little longer than normally doing the charms, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to see what shows up too. Just kind of, a little bit at a time, just kind of, poking around here just a little bit. We got an H and a U. Interesting, interesting. Okay, we've got the Alice in Wonderland. We got the Forever. We got the Mickey Mouse hands. We got another letter here. We got an R. R-U-H. Those could definitely be initials. It definitely sounds like an initial type of thing. Let's go through here just like a little section and make sure we get all the charms. Alright, nothing in that section. Guess we got all those over there. Let's see. Oh, we got the watering can. Lots of water symbolism. Interesting. Oh, we got another letter. We got a C. Oh, another letter. My goodness. A Q. Once again, could be more initials. We got the heart. We've got the mermaid, more water symbolism. Oh my goodness. Okay. And another letter. And we have Marty, the Wonder Kitty. Hello, Marty. He's like, what you doing, Mama? This looks interesting. Oh, we have another astrological symbol. Oh my goodness. Ooh. I started to lose the tarot cards. Hold on a minute. Oh. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to go through the sand. Oh, one more. We got a bicycle. Ah. Okay. We're going to go through here with just a quick little brush through to make sure we're not missing something. Bye, Marty. Guess he wasn't that interested. I'm surprised. I think he would have been. All right. Well, what I'm getting, first of all, with just the charms that are shown up, this is so cool. First of all, like I said, there was lots of water symbolisms with some of the different signs here, and with the summer charm here and the mermaid. Also, I think of the mermaid too as a transformational symbol as well, which the 5 kind of is as well. So between the two, I kind of think that something with your emotions is important right now. First of all, I'm not getting clear messages on that yet, because we also have the boat. That's another water symbolism. But I really feel like with the water energy that we've got, it's something with your emotions. It's something with your relationships maybe, although what I'm really getting, especially because we had Scorpio there a little bit, I'm thinking kind of in the shooting star and your imagination with the drama gloves and the Alice in Wonderland and the Mickey hands. What I see with that is now is a really good time to utilize your imagination, tap into your imagination, and do some really imaginative things for beauty in the world. We do have Taurus. Taurus are ruled by Venus. And what's great about that is Venus likes beauty. Venus loves beautiful things, artwork, and luxurious things, and all of those kinds of things. And also, kind of what I was getting with these letters here, I know this sounds really odd, but when they came through, I got this really weird sensation of like richness, like people living in a fancy house that has, like a Q as part of their initials, because they're third generation something or another. I don't know why that came to me, but it did. And kind of with some of the other things we were talking about here with the charms, it's making me think of that more. It's like tying it in, kind of. So I almost see like this luxuriousness, or you bringing beauty into the world through your imagination, or you having some beauty come to you through your imagination. Your world gets more beautiful. You're able to travel, you're able to go on a journey, you're able to do more. And one of the things I kind of see here for some of you guys, but I really see the imagination as being important, and watering it, nurturing it, growing it, working on your creative pursuits, your imaginative pursuits. If this is something that you've even ever remotely had your eye on, if you've ever wanted to paint, write, sculpt, sing, anything like that, anything that's artistic, act, if you've ever had that as part of something that you've wanted to do, but you've left it by the wayside, or you haven't really developed your talents, or you haven't really worked on them any, I'm telling you, the universe would like for you to do that. Okay, that it would benefit you greatly. It would bring beauty into the world. It would bring beauty into your life. It would help change your life some with the 5 here. It would give you some stability and some grounding. With the 4, we have the 4 of diamonds. Now, the 4 of pentacles is kind of a hoarding energy sometimes, or it might mean you're holding on to something too tightly. But what I see with it in this particular reading is I'm looking at the 4 more than the symbolism that the tarot card usually has. And the 4s are the nice, stable home energy. I see beautifying of your home as being kind of important here, as being something that you would want to do. Also, there might be some travel or journey involved in this because of the bicycle and the boat. So I wanted you to think about that a little bit as well. There's also a very small message about possibly linking up with a romantic partner, because you're going to start feeling more beautiful. You notice how we have beautiful here too. Like I said, I'm thinking of all of the Venus type of attributes and beautiful type of things. And then we have the forever charm, and we also have the heart. So all of those things to me signify something very beautiful. And because of the water symbolisms and the other symbolisms, I think of things dealing with your imagination, things dealing with your intuition and your emotions. But I really felt like imagination was like the big thing here. Like working with your imagination, especially because we had the Mickey hands and the Alice in Wonderland. And so whenever I think of those, and even the mermaid a little bit, I think of children's stories, or I think of things that take imagination, or like even the drama gloves here. These also go along with the beauty a little bit too, because I think of the high society having special dances and parties where the women wear gloves, and that kind of thing. So between the two, it's like there's a lot of dual symbolisms in the charms this time, which is really kind of cool, because I think they're linked together. One is linked with utilizing your imagination and getting more, beautiful things out there, out to the universe, out to the world, but also beautifying your home and your personal space and your personal life as well. So it's kind of a double symbolism between beauty and imagination and kind of thing. So that is definitely what I'm getting from all of the different charms here. And I see that as being a transformational type of thing in your life. With the 5 is totally changing things up. It could totally change your whole life as you know it, and the way you're used to it running, and the way things are going with it. So that's kind of the imagery I'm getting from the charms. We're also going to go look at our tarot cards and stuff as well, because there may be some other messages here, or some more even clarifying messages on these even, but there might even be some other messages. So let's see what else we've got going here as well. All right, let's see. Ooh, we have the 6 of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the 6 of Cups. Interesting, 2 6s. I like that. Okay, we also have the Justice, which is balance. That's interesting. We also have, these cards here are vice versa cards. They actually have symbols on both sides. They have a front and a back to them. And I always find them intriguing when they come up. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. Or the Queen. That's the Queen, sorry. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Which I'm just going to lay that down there, I think. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. Look at all the 6s. Oh my goodness. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We also have a lot of Pentacles, so we're going to talk about that in a minute. We have the Queen of Swords. And then we have a house. Okay, that's interesting to me, because when I was seeing your charms and I was talking about beautifying of your house, and having a beautiful house, and bringing, wonderful, beautiful things into the house, or, maybe working from home even, these kind of pursuits that I'm talking about might be things that you would do from your home, so it's both of those kind of energies. It's possibly working from home to bring beauty out there and imaginative things out there. It's also possibly beautifying your home, or upgrading your home to a more beautiful home, or even a more fancy home, or something like that. So if that is something you guys have been wanting to manifest, or you've been thinking about, oh, I really wish I could have a nice, big home that I could decorate the way I like, with lots of yard and maybe a creek, or some willow trees, or, a place where I can plant a garden, or whatever you're thinking of. These are just things that are kind of coming to my head. They're examples. That is definitely very possible for you. That is something that could be coming to you. And the way that that's going to happen is coming up with new ideas and new concepts. We have the Ace of Swords for that. Okay. The aces are great because they're new starts, new beginnings, that new wondrous energy. And with the swords are really cool because they mean your mind, your knowledge, what you're thinking of, getting things out of thin air kind of attitude. But it's also it's a being willing to go out there and be aggressive with your ideas as well, because of the sword's energy being what it is. But then we also have the Ace of Wands, and the Wands deals with your creativity and your passions and, your fiery spirit. So since we were talking about you creating things earlier, having two aces are a wonderful, time to start, time to create kind of thing. We also had three different sixes. And to me, the sixes are a wonderful rejuvenation energy. They're after the fives, which is usually some sort of conflict or big change or, flipping up of the universe a little bit, stuff happening different. There's usually something that, goes on in the fives. And then the sixes are either a celebratory attitude because you come back victorious. They're a getting away, licking your wounds, starting out on a new journey type of thing, like on the Six of Swords. Or they're kind of, going back to childhood innocence and things getting back to being okay again. Nice and calm and, nothing out there that's really bothersome. So they have those kinds of energies involved in them, okay? So all the sixes to me show kind of the recovery and the recuperation from the five energy. You did have a five show up, which means that might have just shown that maybe you have been going through some transformational times or some things that have been kind of in upheaval. But now is the time to start out on that new journey. Now is the time to bring that balance back to your life. That's what the Justice card's all about. She's all about balancing the scale. She's all about, getting things back into a more peaceful, manageable order. She kind of represents order. Okay, so then we've got all that, and then we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. And what's really cool about that, going along with the charms that we were talking about, is you have two really high pentacle cards. First of all, you notice on the page here, he's coming back with the pentacle. He's flying high. He's like, "Good, here, look, I've got this pentacle. I'm bringing it to you." Okay. Also, the pages of pentacles, they're very ambitious. They're planners. They're kind of studious, which is good because you kind of need to be down to earth just a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's kind of helping. To me, what I see with him is he's the one who is diligent in his work. He's willing to keep working at it. He's willing to keep going because he knows the benefits of it. He comes back, okay? That's kind of what I get from the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she's awesome because she has it all. You notice how she's got her, earthly, she's down to earth. She's all of that, but she's a good business person. She's a good planner. She's a good, what I like to think of whenever I think of the kings and queens, whenever they show up, I always think of, okay, you're hitting the top of it now. You're getting the very best you can get. She's also kind of a homebody as well. She represents that. And I kind of see that as an energy that you guys would kind of like to embrace, that you would love to be at home. You would love to have a warm, comfortable home that you can work out of, that you can relax in, that you can enjoy, that you can kind of retreat to when the world gets a little too tough and a little hard for you. I feel like that's something you guys would really appreciate and really love. And the universe is trying to tell you that that is something you can have. Okay, for one. The other thing here, we also have the Queen of Swords. And remember, the Swords deals with ideas and a lot of times newer ideas, by the way, things that are innovative. So this might be where your imagination's going. It may not be in the creative arts. It may be new inventions or new ways of thinking about the universe, like, quantum physics or something. It could be a scientific type thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be what we would normally consider artistic pursuits. But that's the kind of energy I'm getting, is just new ideas, new thoughts, going out and going for what you'd like to have so that you can have the beauty and the relaxation and enjoy the fruits of this world, and I'm not even necessarily talking about fancy paintings and marble and gold and all those kinds of things. I'm just talking about enjoying the beauty of the world, the earth. There's a lot of, earthly things going on here, or enjoying in nature, or getting out and just, looking at and enjoying the kinds of things that are out there. You notice how there is a lot of that symbolism in all the cards here. You notice how, got a nice little creek here with, a swan on it and that kind of thing. So what I get from this is enjoying beauty in all of its forms, either by whatever you're creating, whatever that might be, or just enjoying the beauty of the universe as it is, noticing how beautiful things are, noticing, and surrounding yourself with those kinds of things so that you can get a more grounded energy that, like Justice is talking about, and like the Queen of Pentacles would be talking about. Being a more grounded individual, being somebody who knows what they want, knows how to get it, willing to go work for it. If you surround yourself with that kind of energy, and that kind of thing. So if the earlier things about you creating things didn't really resonate with you that much, then maybe this slightly skewed portion of it, and I think this part of the reading is for all of you, but it might just be for a select few of you as well, that the earlier part didn't resonate with as much, is that if you can surround yourself with the beauty of nature, or things that you find beautiful, things that you can feel relaxed with, an environment that you can go, okay, I feel comfortable, I feel relaxed, I can think, I can, dream, I can really get out my ideas. If you surround yourself with that kind of thing, that kind of beauty, the thing, like I said, the things that you find beautiful, could be running water, it could be, because there's a lot of water symbolism going on here, even in the cards, because we've got water here, water there, water there. So there's a lot of water symbolism even in the tarot cards here. So it might be flowing water that will help calm you. It might be living by a creek or a river, or someplace like that. It might even be moving to a place that has that kind of thing. But whatever it is for you individually that will help calm you or make you feel like you're in a calm place, then you will be able to, whatever comes to your mind, whatever your mind's working on, whatever you're putting out into the world, will flow much easier. It will come to you a lot better. It'll be more beneficial for you and for the world, because it will flow. It will feel right. It will be easier. If you get yourself an environment that you don't feel that comfortable in, or that isn't surrounded by the things that you find beautiful or wonderful to look at, or if you are not calm or not in that balanced place, it's hard for our minds, the things that are in our heads, the things that are in our emotions, the things that are in our intuition, all of those things have trouble coming to the surface. They have trouble, they get blocked. They get pushed down by all the worldly things around us that are messing with us and doing all this other stuff. They get blocked by that. So that's the important part of the message. No matter what else you take from it that you're going to do with it, or how else you work with your life, the one important part of all of this message is that surround yourself with what is calming, what makes you beautiful, what makes you feel grounded, what brings you emotional serenity and happiness, and makes you feel calm after the problems of the day, or earthly matters, or whatever life brings us. Those kinds of things, if you surround yourself with that kind of thing, then you can increase your output in your life, increase what makes you happy. You can increase your thoughts. You can, good ideas will come to you better and easier and flow to you better. things to make yourself richer and happier, not necessarily monetarily wise, although quite possibly very monetarily wise, but just make you feel settled and happy and joyful and abundant and like you can have the things that you want. That is the energy that this whole reading has been all about. It's been all about bringing that kind of settled, calm, beauty, balance, those kinds of energies, okay? That's all been kind of hidden away from you. That's all been something that you haven't really let yourself do. It's stuff that you didn't realize that if you start doing that, how much easier your ideas and other things will flow to you. And like I said, for a good portion of you, I do feel like this might be creative energies that will flow faster and better and easier, but it also just might mean just new ideas and new ways of looking at things and different things that you can put out there to change your life for the better. Okay? So that's kind of the messages we got going on there. Wow, that's pretty cool and exciting. All right, let's take a look at our oracle spheres. And what we do with this is you ask a yes or no type of question that you would like to get an answer to. And it can be any question at all. It could be pertaining to these messages. It could be pertaining to a certain... It's a good idea to kind of limit it to a certain time frame or certain parameters because it's easier to get the answers that way. But whatever you do, just make sure that it is not an open-ended question, that it is a question that can deal with like a yes or a no or a maybe or possibly or, you know, not likely, you know, those kinds of answers, okay? So that's really what we're looking for, is a question that can do that. But like I said, it is a good idea to kind of limit it to maybe a certain time frame or a certain specific thing, because the more specific you are, the easier it'll be to get the correct answer, okay? All right, so we have 4 stands here. We have green, silver, gold, and purple. You pick a stand for your answer to appear on, and then we'll go get our answers. All right, number 1, green is a not likely. Number 2, silver, is also a not likely. Interesting. Number 3, gold, is a yes. And a number 4, purple, is a very likely. All right, so we have a green 1 is not likely, and silver 2 is not likely. 3, gold, is a yes, and 4, purple, is a very likely. All right, so there are our oracle sphere answers. Okay, guys, that's pretty much all I have for this reading today. I hope you found some useful information in it. Please don't forget to check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings out there on lots of topics that might be of interest. We do put out videos every single week, so you know, check out some of the other videos and check us out each week to see what else we've come out with. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and share a link to the channel with all your friends and family on all the different social medias you belong to. All right, guys, we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. I'm very excited to see what kind of messages are going to show up with this. This is going to be very fun. All right, so remember, we have hidden messages from the universe. We have our tarot cards and whatnot we're going to look at here. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of excavate our charms from the sand here. We're going to do sort of like an archaeologist does here, and we're going to see what hidden messages are out there. Ooh. All right, so let's see what we've got. Oh, we have a unicorn. How beautiful. We've got the diamond key. Oh my goodness, lots of pretty stuff. We've got the fancy shoe. Oh my. We got the hacksaw. We got the confident kitty. I always like the confident kitty. Oh, we got a 3 of spades. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, Oh, we got a reindeer. Okay. Another card. We got the Two of Hearts. Okay. Got a few things I got thinking of here. We got a dragon. Goodness. Got our musical symbol. We got the hope ribbon. We got the miracle. Wow, lots of exciting things going on here. We got the Queen of Diamonds. We got the crab out of the sand here. I like that. These over here out of the way. Okay. And we got a letter. We got an S. Go through the sand a little bit here. Make sure we don't miss something. Oh, let's see what we got. We got love and peace. Oh, yeah, that makes sense with some of the stuff I've been kind of seeing here. I've gotten a few things kind of come to me already, some messages, so that charm just kind of went along with it. Oh, we got cross. Okay. Oh, we got a fancy shell. We got the 10 of spades. Oh, yeah. It goes along with what I'm seeing here. For sure. Oh, we got the little kid ribbon. We got the helping hand. Oh, and we got the key, king key, royalty key. And we got the arrow, which to me looks like a couple of, the arrow to me looks like a couple different things when it shows up. One of them is it looks like a clock time, like denoting time. And another thing, it just might, look like an arrow, like a direction. So we'll talk about that in just a second. All right. Well, first of all, with letters, I often let you guys kind of figure out if they mean anything special to you, or if you think of any initials or words or anything when they show up. We only had one letter. And honestly, the only thing that kind of came up to me was sex for some reason. And I think the only reason why that came up is because I was thinking of romantic partnerships with some of the reading here. So I have no clue if it's going to mean anything to any of you guys or what you all are thinking with that. So I'm going to let you guys kind of go along there. One of the things that I saw here, and this does deal with romantic relationships. So if you guys are in a romantic relationship or just got out of one, these messages might make sense to you. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because this might not be a message for everybody in this particular reading. But it came through kind of strong, so I do feel like it's important for some of y'all to hear, okay? We do have the Three of Spades, which quite often will show a big heartache in a relationship of some sort. So it's very possible some of you guys have just gone through that, or have just gone through, not too long ago, some kind of relationship that really made you feel like you were stabbed in the heart or very, very bad. Because we also have the Ten of Spades, which is kind of that down and out kind of feeling, or like you were stabbed in the back, or like you were, totally taken down. Now, if you have not gone through this and you are in a relationship, what I kind of saw with that is either you're miserable and things aren't going very well in the relationship and you're just not sure what to do. You've just been kind of holding on. And I see with the hacksaw, it might be time to kind of cut it out, kind of prune things away, get rid of stuff, get rid of things that don't serve you anymore. Now, like I said, I don't think this resonated with everybody who's watching, so if it didn't, that's okay. That was just a message specifically for several of you that are watching the video, that you'll feel it in your bones when you know it was for you, that message was for you. Because what goes along with that message is that get rid of the old. It's time, we've got the 10. That's the completion cycle, by the way. I don't always see the 10 of spades as a bad card. I often see it as a time for new beginnings and new starts, and getting rid of the old and the old conflicts and the old things that happen. You do have the 2 of hearts here, and that is a coming together kind of energy. That is an energy of, getting a relationship. Okay, so what I see here is if you've been in a bad relationship and you got rid of them, or they got rid of you, or you guys are gone in some way, shape, or form, then it looks like coming forward here, you've got an opportunity for another relationship to come along that's going to be much more rewarding and fulfilling. Okay? We do have the miracle symbol, so some of y'all might even see this as being a miracle. We do have the hope as well. I see something else with this too, which we'll talk about in just a minute. And we had the love and peace. So it is possible for you to have love and peace in this lifetime. And I also thought of harmony as well when I saw the musical symbol. So those are things that you can have and you can get. And if you haven't had them of late, if they have been something that has been kind of eluding to you, just know that it is something that you can tap into, and that the universe can manifest that for you. It is something that you can have. Your wishes and things, we have the unicorn and the reindeer. Both of those, to me, symbolize getting wishes and dreams coming true and that kind of thing. So you do have that going on here, and that is something that can happen for you, all right? So that's something. Now, the other thing I also got with the miracle and the hope here is some of you guys might be battling some health issues. We do have the Queen of Pentacles, which is a good sign, okay? If you have been battling some health issues, if there's some things health-wise that have been very rough on you, you've just been feeling very crabby, it's just been, because it has been so rough, okay? I even get cancer for some of you guys, but even if it's not anything that bad or drastic, I do feel like for some of you guys, once again, this is for some of you guys, every time, I sometimes get readings that have compartmentalized messages that aren't for most people who watch the video. They're just for a select few. And I guess this might be one of those readings for some reason, because that's what I'm getting, is I'm getting kind of compartmentalized messages, like, okay, this one's for this group, this one's for this group, this one's for this group. And I'm not sure why that is. So, but that doesn't mean there's not messages in here for you. It just might mean that the ones I've talked about so far are not for you, but that there's somehow, if you pick this pile and you wanted this pile, there should be a message here for you somewhere. So stick it out. We'll see what the message is and where it comes from here, because there's going to be a few other messages here, I can kind of tell. All right, but what I was getting here with the health issues is if you've been battling that, you've been dealing with it, have faith, have hope, you're going to be able to work your way through it, okay? We do have the cross here. It kind of goes along with the Ten of Swords energy a little bit too, because the Ten of Swords I also kind of felt along with this health issue, is you kind of feel down and out, defeated, and so forth. And also the cross, it was symbolizing, the first thing I thought of when I saw the cross this time is your cross to bear, or that things are kind of a burden right now, or things are kind of rough a little bit. And so for those of you that is pertaining to, we do see the word miracle, and we do have the hope here, so it's very likely that things will have a turnaround, things will get better, you'll start feeling a lot better, and that kind of thing. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that, if that's something you've been going through. Okay, now the other energies we've got going here. Like I said with the arrow here, I saw this as a time. In this case, I saw it as a time thing, as in it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. It's time to get your charge back in your life. It's time to cut out the old. And that wasn't just pertaining to relationships. The other thing I got with the hacksaw, along with the time thing here, is now is the time to get rid of things in your life that no longer serve you. Okay? And that may not be a relationship. It may be a job. It may be people in your life that aren't serving you well, that are making it harder for you to live. It could be the home that you're living in. It could be attitudes that you have. It could be pretty much anything. But um, what I mean by that is it's time to get rid of things that are holding you back, things that are making it harder for you to live your life and get your wishes and dreams and hopes fulfilled and so forth. Because we do have a few things here that make me feel like you can have some really wonderful things coming to you if you're willing to let go of some stuff. We have the confident kitty. So if you guys have not been very confident, if you guys have been not feeling very good about yourselves, or you're feeling and this could go along with the relationship thing I was talking about earlier. If you were hurt very badly in a relationship, it might have struck you where you did not feel very good about yourself or very confident, and so you haven't been willing to put yourself back out there for another relationship. That's one of the scenarios for some of you guys. For others of you, you just might not have just been very confident in your life. You just feel like you just don't have that confidence. But we have some things here that show that you can get that confidence. You just have to try at it just a little bit. We do have the glamorous shoe. We have the hair ribbon. We have the fan. And we even have a helping hand, which means there might be somebody out there who will help you do this. A friend, a neighbor, somebody else who will make you feel better about yourself. They will help you feel more confident. They will help you feel more in charge of your life and more beautiful. If that's one of the things that you struggle with, that you're not feeling, very beautiful or worthy or whatever, because you have the charms here that show that that is available to you. And I do think that somebody out there could help you along with this and help you feel better about yourself, and so forth. So I do feel that. We do have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen is very much about our earthly matters, and I referred to her a little bit with the health matter issue. As the Queen was a good sign, because that means that you could be coming out of these health issues and these other things. But the Queen of Pentacles also deals with our finances. It deals with our earthly desires. It feels with our body, our health, and other issues. So when I think of our body, I think there's a lot of you guys out there who aren't feeling very confident with yourself or with your beauty or with your attractiveness that you might have. And I don't mean just outward beauty. I mean any kind of beauty. You don't necessarily feel worthy of, somebody's attention or love, or to even get the things in life that you would like to have. And if that's the case, just know that you can get out of this energy, and it's time to start, hacking away at that and get rid of that. Because when we have that kind of energy about ourselves, it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like if we think, well, good things never happen to me, or I'm not worthy to have a good relationship, or, oh, I always mess things up, or, there's all kinds of phrases that we tend to say to ourselves a lot of times. And when we get into that mode and we think like that, then that's the way the universe thinks about us. And oftentimes that's what we get from the universe. So it's time to reverse that. It's time to get out of that mode. It's time to think better. We do have the dragon energy, which I really like, because that means start getting passionate about yourself and get fired up and get excited and going, yay, things are great, things are awesome. You're going to be the fiery dragon. And we also have two keys here. One is the diamond key, which to me means you have the key to success. You have the key to financial rewards and the things that you would like to see that way. But I also see it as beauty, because I think of diamonds and beauty together in some way too. or people think of diamonds as being beautiful. And so I also think of diamond in the rough sort of attitude too. So between those thoughts running through is you have the key to that beauty. Okay, it's there. You just have to unlock it. And then we also have this key, which is the kingly, queenly key, which I really like with the Queen of Diamonds over here as well, because what that shows me is you can be the king and queen. It doesn't matter which, it's whichever you identify with the most. But you can be the upper level of what you want in this life, because the Queen of Diamonds, and we got two keys here, so we have the King, Queen of Diamonds together, just like we have the Queen of Diamonds there. And what that shows is you have the key to become everything that you would like to have. You have the ability to get everything that you would like in this earth, to have the kind of business you would like to have or work for, to have the kind of health you would like to have, to have the earthly riches and other things that you would like to have. Anything that you desire that's an earthly desire, it deals with earthly matters, that deals with, things here on earth. Anything that is going through there, you have the key to unlock it. You have the keys. You just have to put them in the lock and turn it. Okay, they're right here. They're both right here. I love keys. Keys are awesome. Keys look so cool. I love them when they show up in readings, because that means that there's the key. It's right here in front of you. You have it. You just have to utilize it. Okay? And, sometimes it's a little hard to find that key. We had to kind of bury and dig around here today to kind of dig this up. So these might be some hidden things to you. These might be things that you're like, you may not even really believe you have that key. It may be a little harder for you to kind of go into that mode. Because I kind of get that feeling from most of you guys that are watching this pile, is that energy of not knowing where the lock is to put the key in, not knowing that you have this ability to get these things and to do these things and feel good about yourself and feel good about the universe and feel good about life and what life is offering you. And we're going to look at the tarot cards, because I think they're going to maybe clarify this a little bit more for us. But what I'm getting here is that it's very important for you guys to understand that your own thoughts and energies are a big driver for what you are getting in life. Okay? I feel like that's a message I keep feeling like I kind of need to put out there and to say. And the dragon energy kind of utilizes that for me, because whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever it is that you care about, whatever it is you focus your energies on, like a fire-breathing dragon, when he focuses his breath on something, that's where the fire goes, that's what lights up, that's what happens. And that's kind of the energy I'm feeling here, is whatever you put your heart and your soul and your passions into, that is where the rest of your life will follow. So if you put it into feeling bad, if you put it into negative energies, if you put it into feeling sorry for yourself. Okay, so I just keep feeling like I needed to kind of get that message out there. And it's like the dragon energy. It's whatever you put your focus into, whatever when a fire-breathing dragon focuses his breath on a specific thing, that's what's going to fire up. That's what's going to light up. That's what the focus is going to be on. So whatever you put your passions and your focus and your energy into, that is where your life is going to follow. So if you put your energy into feeling bad, looking at the negative things, feeling sorry for yourself, believing that things don't happen for you, all of those things, if you focus on that, if you pay attention to that energy, then that's where life is going to take you. But if you focus on, I have good things coming to me, I have the keys to my success, I am, the king and queen of pentacles, I have these things in my life, my miracles and hope and other things that are coming to me, and magical energies and thoughts, like with the unicorn and the reindeer. If I have these things, and you focus your energy on that, and focus on those things, then that's where your life will go, and that's where your life will head. So that's kind of the important energy that we've got going on here with this reading. Now let's go ahead and look at our tarot cards too, because I feel like there's some more either clarifying with this or more messages going along with this. So let's see what else we've got. We've got the Tower. We got the Knight of Pentacles. We got the Two of Wands. Okay, we got the King of Swords. We got the Two of Pentacles. We got the Magician. These are the ViceVersa tarot. I really like them because they have two different sides to them. So depending on what shows up as to what's going on, and I'm going to talk about these in a minute. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles. And then we have the Enemy card. Interesting. Okay, so this is kind of clarifying some of the messages from the charms. Not too many new messages here, but they're clarifying some of what we're looking at. What I see here with this is, okay, the Enemy card, first of all, I told several of you were going to have a problem in a relationship, or you felt stabbed in the back, or you felt, and it could have been a love relationship, it may have been any relationship in your life, actually. It could have been anybody or anything, but I do see that maybe some of you guys have had to deal with that. And that may be what has kept you kind of down and kept you kind of feeling bad. It was kind of a tower moment for you, okay? It really kind of upheavaled your life and kind of really threw you for a loop. And that's kind of the energy I'm seeing with a lot of you guys. So even if the romantic thing didn't really resonate, then maybe just this reality of being stabbed in the back and being, you know, your heart broken in some way, not necessarily romantically, but just heartbroken. And maybe that's what's resonating with most of you guys and why you picked this pile. But what I'm getting from this is now you have two choices. Okay, we do have Two of Wands twice. Whenever a card shows up more than once in a reading, to me that means it's something specifically to pay attention to. And it's interesting because one of them, the Two of Wands, is he's looking out, but we see from his perspective. We see, or not from his perspective, but we see it from the outsider looking at him. We're watching him. He's got a choice to make. He's got thoughts to do. It's interesting how there's a salamander on the card. I actually saw a salamander today. And salamanders are interesting because they can often mean new beginnings, new energies. We actually looked it up today because I thought, okay, what extra meanings do salamanders have besides what I usually think of when I pull them up in my readings? And it's interesting that you guys have one on this card, because what I'm seeing here is you guys have an opportunity for a new start, a new chance, a new beginning. But it depends on how you want to go with your life. It depends on what you want to think about, because then we have this Two of Wands, and we actually see with this one where he's looking out at the horizon, and he's got to make his decision. So we're seeing it kind of from two different perspectives, and we've seen the two different cards here. So it's showing that duality where you guys, and we were talking about that earlier, that you guys need to make that decision of where you want to focus your energies, what you want to focus on, the things that you find important. Because the other card here was the Five of Swords, and fives are an upheaval card. Five is a change card. Five are things not going very well. things are kind of in a mess kind of thing. And I do feel like that's kind of the energy that a lot of you guys have been in, or kind of where you've been at for a while in this Pentacle moment. But what we have available to us here is some other things. We have the Two of Pentacles here, which sometimes can show being out of balance. Matter of fact, usually they're not in balance when they're juggling. In this case, he is in balance. You notice how it's the opposite side of the card. It's the back. And what that shows to me is he's gone through it now, and now he's been able to learn how to balance it. And so I feel like, and once again with the two, I do see decision. I do see where you could go one way or the other. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing with this card here. But I feel like you have the strength, you have the knowledge now that you can, be in focus, be in balance, and do what you need to do. We also have the King of Swords. Now, this one's also the back, which is intriguing to me. Because he's looking out and he's seeing this lightning, which is almost like the lightning that's hitting the tower here, which is intriguing. But it's the king, and it's the swords energy. The King of Swords is a very authoritarian type of person. He has very high standards. He's very moral. He's very disciplined. But he also can be very harsh. And what I see with this particular King of Swords is that possible harshness that you've felt in your life. And that you're feeling a little bit, maybe that, somebody's been rather harsh with you, I guess, is kind of what I'm thinking with that card. But then we also have the Magician. And with his back turned, to me, that shows me all of his power. Like, he's mastered his gift, he's mastered his art, and he has this power. And I really think this card's super important for you guys, because this goes along with what you're going to focus your energies on. Okay? Are you going to focus your energies on paying attention and thinking about things like the Straight King? Or are you going to focus your energies on that you can manifest things in your life that you want to do, like the Magician? Okay? That's still your choice. Now, we do have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles does represent hard work. And I do think that this might be a little bit of work for you. This type of thing that we're talking about is hard work in its own right. It's hard work of its own to decide which way you want to think, how, to work yourself towards the right mental frame of mind. That's extremely difficult and a lot of hard work and takes a lot of effort. But if you choose to go that route, I think the benefits are going to be great for you. You do have the infinity symbol in 3 of your cards. The 8 of Pentacles automatically has an infinity involved because of the 8. You have the 2 of Pentacles that shows the infinity symbol, and you have the Magician. What I see there with that, and what I feel when I see the infinity symbol, is the universe. The universe is on your side. The universe is with you. The universe will be there for you. Okay? Having that much energy in your reading that shows that type of, well, and even the cross that you had in your charms shows that. It shows, because it's different symbolisms that mean the same thing, of the universe has your back. The universe is there for you. The universe is with you. The universe is going to support you. Okay? And that's what I got from all of those cards and the symbolisms there. And that's a very important message for you guys to get. And so I just kind of, want to get that out there. The last card to talk about here is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knights are awesome. The Knights are the ones that go out and do the fighting and come back with the rewards. The Knights are the ones who do things. And what's great about this particular knight is he's kind of the slow one. He's the more down to earth. He's the one that kind of thinks about things a little bit before he goes out and does it. He's practical and he's patient. And I feel like this is kind of the energy that you need right now, is kind of that patience. Patience with yourself, patience with the universe, patience with your coworkers, patience with your family, to know, okay, you're on a journey, you're on your way towards something better and different, and that if you just work towards it and head towards that, you will have good benefits coming your way. Hence the pentacles. To me, pentacles always represent the wonderful abundance and benefits of the earth. You know, happiness in a lot of different forms and ways, with the different things that can make us happy. That's what I see with the pentacle suit whenever it shows up. And the 8 is always a good symbol for me as far as work goes, and you know, jobs and that kind of thing. But the Knight shows that he's going to bring you back the pentacles. You know, he's going to bring you what you need. You just have to be patient for him to get there. You're going to have to be patient with yourself, and you're going to have to work at it a little bit, because we do have the 8 of Pentacles. That requires work. That requires effort. But do know that you do have what it takes to make this happen. But you have to decide which way you want to go. That's where the 2 of Wands are coming in. But what's great about the Wands energy is that it is fiery, passionate energy. So if you decide what you're most fiery, passionate about, like I was talking about, we've got the salamander, we've got the dragon. It's that fire, passion, energy. If you decide what you're passionate about, and decide which way to go, then that's where, you know, you're going to follow. We talked about that earlier. And that's pretty much, you know, the same message there, is you decide what you are passionate about, and that's what you follow. You know, where your fiery ness, what you care about, what fires you up, basically, that's the way you're going to go. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do our oracle spheres, so we can answer your yes or no question. We have 4 different stands. We have gold, purple, green, and blue. And basically what I like for us to do here is think of a yes or no type of question. Generally give it a time limit or restrictions on it, or something to narrow it down a little bit. It's a question that would get an answer like yes, no, maybe, not now, unlikely, probable, whatever. Those types of answers, okay? Come up with a question, pick a stand that you would like your answer to appear on, and then we'll go out and get our answers, okay? So the number 1 gold is a yes. Number 2 purple is a not sure. Whenever the not sure shows up, I always like to think that maybe the question wasn't very clear, or some things in the universe have to happen before an answer can be given, because it might change the outcome. Number 3 is a maybe. And the number 4 blue is a probable. Alright, so the number 1 gold is a yes, a number 2 purple is a not sure, a number 3 green is a maybe, and a number 4 blue is a probable. So there's our oracle sphere answers for this reading this time. Guys, I hope you had some messages that were useful to you and that were put in such a way that you could work with and do something with. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up and share the channel with your friends and family and all the different social medias. Leave us comments in the comments section. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Don't forget to check out our other videos. We have lots of timeless tarot readings out there. Plus, we put out other videos every week. So we will see you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading, those of you that chose the green pail. All right, remember, these are messages that the universe would like for you to uncover. They could be pretty much anything, about anything. We've had 2 uniquely different readings, I think, so far. They've each been different from each other. So we'll just see what comes out there. The first thing we're going to do is our charms. We will look at our tarot cards in a little bit. We will also be doing our oracle spheres, so you can be thinking of your yes or no type of question. I'm very excited to see what kind of messages come through, and so hopefully it'll be something really awesome and some great things that you guys can find out about here. And let's see what we've got. All right, we're going to excavate just a little bit. We got the Christmas tree. And we got the moon. Magical energies. Okay. We got the flower, the purple flower. We got the bulldog. Interesting to see where this is going. We got after all this time always. We got the believe. Oh my goodness. Definitely magical stuff going on. Okay, let's see what else we got. Ooh. We got hope. Hope and believe. Wow. Okay. Try to get through all the different little layers of sand here. Make sure we don't miss any of the charms. Get a one there. Let's see. Oh, moon and a star. My goodness. More hope and magical stuff. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Fearless. Oh, that goes along with the bulldog. Interesting. We have the Saturn. Okay. Oh, we have the butterfly. Oh, my goodness. We have the tennis rackets. Oof. We have the seahorse. My goodness, lots of words in your guys's. We have imagine. Oh my gosh, imagine, believe, and hope. Okay, wow. We got the acorn, another strength one. Wow. Interesting. All right, I think that's all of. Oh, wait. And we have the air balloon. I should have done a couple readings recently. Whew, let me turn it over. Wow. All right, double check, make sure there's no more charms to unearth here. All right, wow. Okay, guys, what I'm getting from this so far, and there could be other messages in the tarot cards, we'll see. But what I'm getting right now is it is time for you guys to, I want to put this in the right way, have lots of strength, lots of tenacity, be fearless, believe in yourself, hope in the world, send your wishes out into the universe, all of those things. You know, don't be afraid to imagine, be fearless, throw your stuff out into the universe, because now is the time for you to manifest the things in life that you would like to have. Okay? That is the very strong feeling I've gotten so far. You have the ability to transform your life into something more beautiful and free. You have, I also kind of am been getting, for some of you guys as well, that now is the time to start working on your intuition. Because that will help steer you in the right path. That maybe you haven't really followed your intuition that much, or believe that you have much intuition, or believe that your intuition really knows much. But I feel like you guys are very intuitive souls, based on some of the charms that have showed up here and the feelings I'm getting. and that it's important to follow your intuition. It's important to let your intuition guide you. And the images that are coming to my mind on this are, it's very possible your intuition is going to lead you somewhere that you did not expect. It's possible that you will feel like you should do something, or you should go somewhere, or you should, do something that you weren't going to do or whatever. Somehow or another, your intuition is going to steer you one way, and you're either not going to want to follow it because it seems ridiculous, or your mind gets in the way and goes, no, I don't think so, I'm not going to do that, or something else, and that is not going to be good, that you need to be strong, you need to go ahead and know that it's going to be okay, that, know the universe is going to have your back, know that, you can have the things. You've got to be strong in this, and fearless. That's where I'm getting the bulldog and the fearless coming from here, and the acorn, because acorns, grow very strong oak trees. So I feel like this is going to require some strength on your part. So I feel like it's going to be a change that you're going to go through, or a move that you're going to make, or something you're going to do that is very scary to you, or that seems irrational. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. They're not necessarily meant to be things that you guys are going to do specifically yourselves, but it's to kind of give you the idea of what I'm talking about here. Let's say that you've always dreamt of moving to Tennessee and getting a music contract and becoming a singer. Okay, that's just an example. Or moving out to California to become a movie star or a singer. Either way, doesn't matter. Most people, when they hear about people doing those things, they will say, well, that's just silly, or why are you doing that, or oh, you're throwing your life away, or oh, hardly anybody ever makes it, why are you doing that? So it's that kind of energy that I'm getting here, that there is something. I'll give you another example. Years and years and years ago, a long time now, I wanted to open my own business. And opening your own business is extremely hard. It takes time, effort, money. Most of them don't make it. Statistics on it's horrible. And I wanted to do it, and people were not very encouraging with it. I did it anyway, and I went out and did it, and it was the right thing for me at the time. It taught me a lot. I learned a lot from it. I, enjoyed it for the most part while I was doing it, and so it was a very important step in my life. And I went ahead and took that leap. I went ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to do it anyway. Other people say it might be stupid or it might not work out or whatever, but I'm going to do it. And I went ahead and decided that. And that's a personal example, but those are the kind of examples, that's the kind of energy I'm getting, where whatever your intuition is leading you, wherever your heart is leading you, wherever you're trying to go, is going to take some strength to follow it, okay? Because it's going to seem silly. It's going to seem like, why am I doing this? How, what made me decide to do that? It's that kind of energy that you're going to have, and it's going to take some strength to follow that and to go that route and to go with it. And so, but if you do, okay, it was interesting how we had Saturn here, and I'm going to tell you why. Saturn, he's kind of the karmic planet. He's the one who makes us wait for things that we get. He makes us work hard for them. He's kind of a taskmaster. He's also a very slow-moving planet. Takes a very long time to do his rotation. So you usually have to wait for things when it comes to Saturn. And so whatever this is, it might be a while before it shows up or manifests the way you want, or works out or whatever. Okay, this may take some work and effort and time. So I think that's where the strength might come from, because it's not like this is going to be something instantaneous, because I don't feel that way with this. I don't think it's going to be something that's just going to automatically happen. But I do feel like that it could be a dream come true for you if you are willing to hope and to believe and to imagine, if you're willing to be fearless and strong and work at it and do what needs to be done. I feel like it could be a really, really, really good thing for you. You're going to feel very, very fulfilled and happy and lighter than air. That's where the air balloon comes in, I think. So that's the kind of energies I'm getting with the charm so far. So hopefully that's resonating with some of you guys. Hopefully, that's a good message that you guys like. It sounds exciting. If nothing else, doing something you didn't expect to do, I think, is always really, really cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the tarot cards. Maybe they'll have some clarifiers on this, or maybe some extra messages for us to look at here. All right, we got the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. Oh my, yes, 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 yes. The King of Swords. Oh, yep. Okay. We have the King of Swords again. Interesting. Okay, we also have the High Priestess. And the 8 of Cups. Okay. With the falling star in it. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. How beautiful. And then we have the letter. All right. I'm going to talk about this just a little bit here. All right. The letter. First of all, what the letter kind of shows is that you guys might be getting some sort of news that might help you, prompt you in this should you, shouldn't you go this route or do something type of energy, okay? It's very possible somebody's going to offer you something, somebody's going to give you some kind of news or messages, you're going to see something in the newspaper or in some sort of something like that. But somehow or another, some kind of correspondence or written word is going to come to you, or you're going to see it, and that's going to jog you towards something or possibly get you thinking towards something. And that is where this whole thing of being fearless and imagining and all of that comes in, okay? So that's kind of all that meant with that. Now, what I'm kind of getting with these other cards here is we have the 4 of Swords. I kind of feel like you guys are kind of right now in that relaxation mode, that meditation, that getting ready for some movement and for some things to happen. Kind of energy. I feel like maybe you guys have been kind of in a holding pattern for a while. That's the energy I'm getting from that, and that a decision will need to be made before long, and you will need to decide what to do. You are coming to an end of your tasks as you know them at the moment, and then possibly moving on to something new. That's where the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Wands come in. Now, what's really cool about this 8 of Cups card, this is the ViceVersa deck. It's very cool. You see this here where he is starting out young, and he's putting his cups up there. He's working on them. He's doing stuff with them. He's wishing upon the fallen star here. He's youthful energy. And then on the back, he's got his cups all lined up, and now he's ready to go on to his journey, okay? And you guys got the young one, which I find very cool, because that means, to me, that you can have these youthful wishes, you can have these thoughts. Also, the 8 means work, so I really feel like this has a lot to do with you guys' work. Which I kind of got a lot of that energy earlier with the charms as well, but I kind of got the energy here with the 8, because 8 does mean work to me. That's what I see when I think of eights. And so we're kind of going there as well, that maybe this is a journey. Because you notice, I mean, look how long this is. I mean, he's a young boy, and then he's kind of a young man here at least, or whatever. This is a journey. And I think that's kind of what we were talking about with Saturn here a little bit, that this might take a little bit of a journey to do, but that it'll be worthwhile for you, because, the wishes, you notice how the sun comes out and the moon and everything once he's leaving. So that's kind of the symbolism I'm getting from that. Also with the Nine of Wands, nines are kind of the energy of finishing up things, tying things off, making things perfect and good, and protection. They're kind of a protection mode. But what I kind of get from the Nine of Wands, Wands is very much our fiery, passionate energies, the things that we really like and really care about. And with the 9 being there, nines to me show a lot with intuition. And we did talk about your intuition earlier. And wands deal a lot with your intuition and your spiritual gifts and those kinds of things. So I really feel like that's something for you to be tapping into here a little bit. We have the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful because that means ultimate abundance, overflowing, getting everything that you really want, and that kind of energy. So the Ace of Cups is a beautiful, ever-flowing energy of abundance, which I really, really like, because we also have the Six of Pentacles. And you notice how, once again, there's children on here again, and you notice how he has enough he can give out to the children now. So I feel like once you've reached a certain level with this, whatever it happens to be, that will have enough that you can share with other people, and that you'll have something to give them and something to work towards with them. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting here a little bit. So that's kind of where I want you guys to be thinking of too. Now, you have 2 cards of the King of Swords, and I found that very intriguing. First of all, you had the ViceVersa one where he was backwards. He was looking out the other way. Okay. And then you have this one where he's, more in the sunshine, and, he's there. The King of Swords is a very stern, authoritative, strict, disciplined kind of person. Okay? I sometimes think of a very broody individual. But also being the king, he's kind of the, what do you want to call it? Top of his game, I always like to put it, where he kind of has everything. And the swords represents knowledge and power and those kinds of things. And so I feel like you can draw on, you can really get the kind of knowledge that you need by pursuing this, because you have the king that has a lot of knowledge, has a lot of power, has a lot of ideas and intellect and other things going on in his head. He also might represent the naysayers in your life and the more strict people in your life and the people that might be telling you you're being foolish or don't do whatever it is that you're going to do. This could be as simple as quitting your job and doing something else that you'd rather do. This could be as much as moving across the country and pursuing something else because somebody offered you a new job. This could be all kinds of things like that, okay? But there could be naysayers in your life that are, like I said, it's going to take strength. It's going to take some effort to do this. You also have the Emperor or the High Priestess. And what I really like about that is that has to do a lot with your intuition as well. And so I really feel like, once again, following your heart and following your intuition is what's really important here. She does have her back turned, so to me that shows the more higher level high priestess. That shows the older one, the more wise one, and so forth. And so that's what I kind of get from that, and I feel like that's what you guys can get from that. You also have the Queen of Wands, and the kings and queens, like I said, are on top of their game. They're above it all. And she is confident, she's passionate, she's determined, she's charismatic, and she's optimistic. So she represents that hope and believe and all of that other stuff. But also she represents the fearlessness and all of that, because she is so bold and she is so confident and determined. And she's very passionate about what she believes in and what she cares about and what she wants out of life, because she is the Queen of Wands, and that's what the wand represents. And she has that, and you have her. So what I can see with that is, if you're willing to follow your passions and your energy and what you would like to do, you have the right people on your side. You have the universe is on your side to help you with this and help direct you. This is why this was a hidden message. This is something that maybe you didn't know was a good thing for you to do, because you didn't know the universe had your back, or the universe would be there with you, or the universe would help you do this, or that what you would really need is to have hope and to believe in it and all that. Maybe you didn't know that. Maybe that's why you're watching the reading. But that's what I'm getting from this, is that you needed all those things, but you have it. You've got the King of Swords, you got the Queen of Wands, you got the Ace of Cups, you got, all of these things available to you here. They're going to help you get through this journey. They're going to help work it out for you. And also it shows you in a good place when you're done with the Ace of Cups and the Six of Pentacles and whatnot. It shows something very good here with that. So that's kind of the energies I'm getting here. I'm hoping that you guys are feeling it and you understand what I'm talking about. If it's not something that you understand just yet, then maybe wait a week or two, because it's very possible that's where your intuition is going to start driving you towards it. Okay, it's soon. It's going to be soon if you haven't already had this kind of thoughts or discussion. Okay, let's go on to our oracle spheres. Basically, we have 4 different stands. We have blue, green, gold, and purple. And you ask a yes or no type of question that you'd like to get an answer out of. It's a really good idea to make it kind of a limited question, or kind of rein it in a little bit, or make it a little kind of concise, or maybe a time limit or something like that, because that helps the question be answered a little bit easier. Also, it has to be a question that can deal with yes, no, maybe, probable, those kinds of answers, rather than an open-ended question that would need, other types of answers involved. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our answers for these. Number 1, blue, is a not sure. That might mean the question wasn't very clear, or that things need to play out first before the answer can be given. Number 2, green, is not likely. Number 3, gold, is also a not likely. And a number 4, purple, is a not now. Okay, so we have a not sure for the blue, a not likely for the green, and a not likely for the gold, and then a not now for the purple. All right, so there's our oracle sphere answers for this reading. Guys, I hope you had some messages that make sense to you, and that you can do something with, and that is going to help you with what you're going through in your life. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, leave us comments in the comments section, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and leave a link to the channel on all your different social medias for your friends to check us out. Don't forget to check out our other videos. I have lots of timeless tarot readings on lots of topics. Some of them might be of interest to you. You might want to check those out as well. We also put out videos every week, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.